3, 2, 1, you're up.
All right. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to this board meeting, August 13th. I'm going to call this meeting to order. I ask Craig. Craig, would you say a prayer for us?
I'll be glad to. Let's pray. Thank you for the privilege again it is to come before you first and foremost, to thank you, Lord, for our time together today, for the wisdom that we need, Lord, that you're going to provide. We give you thanks. Thank you for the grace that you show us, Lord, the mercy that you show us. Father, I pray that you will continue to help guide this county, make it everything, Father, that is in accordance with your will, everything that it can be, responsive to citizens, Father, responsive to the needs that we see around us, Lord, and always grateful, Lord, for the blessings that you provide. Thank you for blessing us abundantly. Lord, we really want to thank you first and foremost for our first responders, those guys, Lord, who are out there putting it all on the line for us, for our safety, for our protection, Lord. Thank you for them and for the sacrifices that they and their families make. Lord, would you protect them and bring them home safely in Christ's name. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Craig. Well, first on our budget, on our agenda would be the budget discussions, but I don't think y'all want to sit through all that. And I think we have something as important or more to set a foundation for our meeting that's scheduled Thursday. I want to get from the top to the bottom of what went wrong with our elections a week ago. We're better than that. And probably, I guess we'll find out more, but I think 3 out of the 5 districts had problems. And when I say problems, big problems in our ballots. We spent, $1 million to have the best equipment available, and we look like we have the worst. I see that Marcus is not here, or Miss Boyd, but we'll get word to him.
Baby's on her way down.
Well, she might miss it. I want them to tell me why we're not transmitting our information when the poll. We spent so much money. It's not funny, ma'am. It's not funny. We got to, I understand maybe the Secretary, tell me, did the Secretary of State, when Thursday tell us, if it's, our equipment's outdated and we never used it, have we ever transmitted our votes once? One time. That's the kind of stuff we need to get through Thursday. Our election officials that have their precincts that went well, I commend you. I thank you. But when I called Tuesday, person after person calling me, telling me that they got the wrong ballot, and they told the poll worker, I've got the wrong ballot. I know I live in this district. My land joined, Steve. And they said, if you want to vote, you vote on this ballot. And then when I call and they're told that it's the voter's responsibility to vote on the right ballot. Well, the voter told you that this is the wrong ballot and you wouldn't give them another one. All right. I've said my say for now.
That's what you say. Is that, you sure about that?
No, I'm not said for now.
Okay.
Thursday, I want to go from the top down. I want to know what happened. Why? Because 2 weeks before the election, I asked, are we going to transmit our numbers, our counts in? And the answer was yes. I was never told we weren't.
Who told you that?
Marcus.
That was unknown to us. Do I need to have Marcus over here?
No, Thursday. Let's try to, because this is supposed to be budget. I know, but I want everybody to be prepared Thursday and tell us where the disconnect was, whether it was from the Secretary of State all the way down to the poll worker, because we got to get it fixed.
Mr. President, you control, the board controls the agenda. What was on the agenda for today is a recess budget meeting. Y'all have the discretion to add to this is a recess meeting, it's not a special call meeting, so you can add to, you can hear from, you can ask for comment, public comment, whatever you want to do to control your docket, you're able to do. The plan on the staff side was that we would have discussions about the election on Thursday, and so
Stay with
that
it.
was sort of the plan.
I
So
don't want anybody to say, I wasn't there. Today, I want to know, everybody know, this is what we're gonna do, and please be here to tell us where and why it went wrong.
okay.
I mean, is that fair?
Fine with it.
I'm good.
So the election discussion will be Thursday, 9 a.m. We'll either have something on the docket, or we will allow for that discussion to take place in public comment.
Well, in that period of time, it should give, I think after today, any information or facts or whatever you may want to have prepared for that on
Yes,
either side.
right, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's kind of the way
That's-
I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
To give you an opportunity to kind of know, come in where you won't have to, and then like you said, anybody that says, I wish I'd have been there, can know and be there, be here for that.
And for the same thing, that we can get a plan going into the runoff in 2 weeks.
Right.
We've
Well,
got the same
I
situation
think
coming up in 2
They're
weeks.
taking absentee ballots right now. I mean, they're,
Yeah.
that shouldn't have an effect with anything we're talking about, but it would if there was not a runoff or a runoff in some race. I mean, which we can't go back and change anything that happened.
Because I'm voting absentee today.
But-
It's conceivable that an error could be made during the absentee process. That's conceivable that could happen. But, all of the absentee balloting is taking place in circuit clerk's office, and so it's a more controlled situation.
Yeah.
And the staffers there are aware of the distinguishing features of the ballots, the ballot splits and other things, and so it's not as likely that there would be an improper ballot error take place during the absentee voting process. I think this is going to be contained to what happens in the precincts with poll workers and that distinguishing characteristic about ballot splits, which makes it challenging. And so that'll be what we will want to talk about, I think, the most on Thursday, is getting information about how we're dealing with the ballot splits and making sure that there's attention given to the distinguishing characteristics of the ballots in relation to the residence of the voter.
Any more discussion?
I'm good.
I'm good. I don't know what else you really.
I'm good, man.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. I know that didn't take long, but
All right, which one are we starting with?
Mr. President, I think on our side, we need a little bit of direction here. More than likely, from the moment Ms. Laura opens her mouth about budget calculations, we're going to be in personnel.
Oh,
We're fairly confident about that, and so our recommendation at this point would be,
Tell Brad to get out.
well,
hey, Brad,
let's,
Tell your wife come anymore, do you, Brad?
hey,
congratulations, Brad.
Hey, Brad, yeah, can we
Yeah,
at least
let's
start
talk.
with
Yeah.
congratulations, and then we'll see you in a minute?
An hour.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of got dampened with all this, but congratulations.
I make a motion to go into consideration for whatever it is.
Executive session, discuss personnel.
Yeah, and so, hey, while we're on the record, and given the fact that there's a lot of angst around the county with all this election business and whatnot, I want to make it clear, we're going to talk about personnel matters that relate to the budget, and when we finish that, and we can come back out of executive session, we're coming back out to talk about things that are not personnel.
Great.
Okay? I wanted to say that on the record.
Great, okay.
All right.
I make that motion.
All right, we have a motion.
Second,
Jay got you.
he beat
We
me
have
on
a
that
second
one.
by Jay.
Way to go, Jay.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right.
Make a motion to go into executive session for need of personnel.
Thought you just did.
We got a motion.
Second.
We got a second.
You have to do two, don't you?
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
we're suspending you.
Yep. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion passes.